The blockbuster is back. See Tenet in theaters and at home. Whoa. It's Bond on acid. Wow. Tenet in theaters now. Own it December 15th on 4K and digital.
Constantly questioned tonight. So,
yes.
Without further ado,
yes.
let's interrupt him eating his food, his dinner.
Welcome our guest, Ian.
Cled, hello.
Good. We're so glad you're here. So glad you agreed to this torture.
Yeah, I'm glad.
Yeah, it's not that much. It's not that much torture.
So first off, go ahead. I don't want to cut you off. Go ahead.
I said it just depends on the certain situations what torture is.
Well,
so.
That's actually a pretty good point. Okay, let's start with how you got your username, the Cled.
So a Cled this is gonna be really sorry, do you guys cuss?
Yes, a lot.
Okay, this is gonna be kind of fucked up, but a Cled is a water demon that's a Dutch folklore that drags really bad children into the water and drowns them.
Whoa.
So that's what the Cled is. But the reason I have it is I don't know if you guys have my logo anywhere.
But we can get it.
But basically, with the Cled, my family is part Dutch, part Indonesian, so I wanted to bring into the family heritage. And if you look at my logo, you'll see a white streak on my logo in the Cled's hair and a red eye and a white eye.
Okay.
The white eye is because my dog that I had when I got my Cled logo his name's Rufus. He's still alive, but he lives with my parents now. But he has one white eye, one brown eye. So I was like, I want to remember him because he was there from the start of my whole career as a Cled. And then hi kitten. And then the white streak's actually because I have a white streak in my hair that's an interesting story that we'll get into later.
Okay.
But that was a really long time ago. I've had it since I was 14, I do believe. Okay. Freshman year of high school. So that's where the logo comes from. So it's basically all based around my family and my pets and everything that were around at the time. So
honestly,
I like to keep,
that's really cool.
Yeah, I like to keep all my family and everything close to home as much as possible. Can you stop trying to get my burger?
The answer's probably no.
She's persistent. I'll give her that. But so yeah, that's how I got that logo and everything.
A lot of effort went into this.
Yeah, I pulled up your Twitter.
Yes.
Your Twitter header and I linked that, and yeah, you can see it, the eye color.
Yeah.
Right?
So we are actually, I'm in the process right now of rebranding my whole logo and everything to some new stuff. Okay. Sit down. Stay. But we're in the process of rebranding basically everything right now. I'm working with some designers and everything to get all that sorted out. But the logo will basically stay the same, but it'll have such a different feeling to it that it'll be something new, but something kind of familiar. So
okay,
neat.
It'll be interesting.
So everyone has that to look forward to.
Yeah, so I'll share more of that once we get closer to the time. It'll probably be the new year by the time it is, but we have a lot of work to do.
I'm also impressed that you were able to get the Cled across all these social media platforms. Like, that is not easy.
Yep. So I was able to grab the Cled on every social media that I could think of. At the time. I was lucky enough that I got the TikTok because that wasn't around when I first made the name. So I really lucked out on that one. But I guess no one wants to steal me. I guess I'm not that known. So
thanks for the follow, Torturer and Elemental. Glad to have you guys.
By the way, Liquid Fear says they came up with all of your stuff. So
yeah,
if that's somebody you know, you can fight them about that later.
That's my wife.
Okay, hello.
Thank you for letting your husband come in on our show. We're so excited.
I liked that when she came in earlier when we were doing tech check that she was like, you have a really bad shadow on your face. And then she just came in and started setting shit up. She just took over. Bravo. That's actually a pretty good segment because you told us you had just recently gotten married, right?
Mm-hmm.
Aw, congratulations.
So I got married October 3rd of this year. Sadly, it rained on our day, but apparently that's good luck too.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say.
So I guess it's the one upside of 2020, right?
Yeah.
At least we had somewhat of a good 2020.
You got married in 2020. You had a COVID wedding. So
yeah. So originally when this all started, we had I think it was 200, 220, something like that many people invited. We had to cut it down to originally 50. Wow. And then cut it down from we didn't have to cut it to 50 because we worked out a way that we could get 100. So we were able to get 100 people there. So, but cutting that many people down really kind of was a task to do.
I bet. Wow. That's so many people.
But yeah, it's that's a lot. It's cutting down half of your wedding invites is kind of crazy. Kind of saved us money though.
I bet.
In the long run. I don't know about catering, but invites wise, we ended up just doing electronic invites because sending actual physical invites would have been such of a struggle.
Yeah.
So
all right,
we ended up doing that. So
good for you. And how was that received? Okay.
Yeah, for the most part. We just used all the electronic ones, and seems like everyone kind of responded well to it.
Good. I'm getting more. I love paper. I love getting mail, but I'm getting more and more flexible. There's just some things you don't need a paper for it. Yeah.
And especially in these times, if you have to cut down your wedding and everything, doing electronics, you can send it out to 100 people, it's nothing, and then don't have to wait for mail to come back with RSVPs and everything.
Oh, yes.
It's just that, and there's some people that will go to weddings, some people that won't. It's just one of those kind of things that it's person by person basis.
For sure.
I've now heard your brother's best man toast twice.
Oh.
Oh no.
Oh. It's one of those toasts.
It's one of those toasts. Everyone met Chas. He came on a couple weeks ago now.
Shout out to Chas.
Yeah.
I
was kind of mad that I didn't get you guys don't do your VODs or anything. So I was gonna rewatch it because I was still at work. So I missed it, but I heard it was great. I heard it was fun.
Fantastic.
Yeah, he was an awesome guest. Did I do that right? Does that look 1-0?
Yes.
Okay. Thank you.
You did do that correctly.
Okay.
So the end of his toast was very heartwarming.
Yeah, I know, right?
It was.
It's words to live by, as he would put it.
Words to live by. So if any of you here aren't willing to hear something inappropriate real quick, maybe turn down your volume for a second.
I'll give you the, I'll do some sort of gesture. Let's see. I'll do one of these. Well, that'll let you know you can turn your volume back on. Okay, so turning your volume off.
So, the end of his toast, How did it go? Something for honor.
For love and for honor.
And if you can't come inner, come honor. And
Yeah.
oh my god!
Oh no!
Oh my god! And we all know that this is very, chass. How was that received at your wedding? Please tell.
To be honest, I don't know. Because I was face down on my table laughing too hard. So.
Oh, yeah, I can see that.
So who knows?
Were you guys close growing up? And have you remained close? Or, what's your... Remind me how many siblings you have. I've forgotten.
So I have my older brother, Nathan, and then my younger brother, Corbin, who actually just had shoulder surgery. Wow. It's soldier surgery. Shoulder surgery. So he's not doing too hot. He's in a lot of pain. But Nathan seems like he's doing good. When we were younger, did a cat just go in the rabbit cage? Anyways,
continuing on.
when we were younger, we were all pretty close for the most part. Obviously Nathan had his friends, I had my friends. It's all normal. Nathan did give me a stitches a couple times. And what?
Brotherly love.
Yeah. So for the most part, we were all pretty close. And then Nathan went and played hockey, and we kind of done our own thing now. Nathan continued with hockey through college. I went off to college, and Corbin's just now getting to the age where he can start college, but I don't see him going to college anytime soon because it's just the way he is. He doesn't know what he wants to do quite yet.
I know that feeling.
So
fair enough.
Nice. Okay. Is that? Can people who are muted, can they come back now?
Oh, they could have came back a while ago.
Okay,
yeah.
So let's see. I was supposed to open this up. Okay, come back in.
So you said you went off to college. What did you go off to college for?
So I went to college for film and television. That's what I graduated in. I did 4 years. So I did my bachelor's degree in about 21 months.
Wow.
Something like that. I finished in less than 2 years, and basically what that entailed was I was going to school for 6 days a week, 16 hours a day, constantly until I was done. And I just didn't give up, basically. I just wanted to get it done.
That's a lot of determination.
That's amazing.
Holy crap. By the way, Frozen asked, "Who is this nerd?"
Oh,
Christian.
That is the most beautiful man alive. That's me.
And your wife would agree, so bravo.
Yep. See? I got one on my team. I got one, at least. That's all that matters. I only need one.
We only need one.
Right,
yes.
That's right.
So.
Okay, so you just cracked out of college. Holy shit.
Yeah.
Yeah. Did you take all of those classes in person, or were any of those distance learning, or online? Or
those were all on campus learning.
Wow.
Holy shit.
So there's sometimes I was going to a film lab at 3 a.m., 1 a.m. to get stuff done, and I would be there for 8 hours. The most common length for a class was about 8 hours with an hour break in the class, but that's about it.
Wow.
So.
Okay. So they had a setup that actually pertained to
Yeah.
rushing through this degree plan.
Yeah. So our thing was accelerated. It was considered an accelerated program.
Okay.
And it's built around getting through quickly. So I could have took 24 months, or not 24 months. I could have took 32 months, or I could have took the 21 months that I did. So Yes, it is. It depends on what some people, because some people can't do the accelerated because they'll just stress themselves out completely. So
Yeah, I can see that.
yeah, there are some times that it really I wanted to just like rip my hair out, like, and that's just how it is. But I would just think of the end goal at that point and just go with it, just go for it.
Did that pretty much kill your social life, or were you able to see friends
No.
occasionally?
So the one thing with it is you're stuck with basically the same people throughout the whole thing. So it's like high school, pretty much. But social life, no, I was able to still do things. So some months we only had one class, and we would go to I went to like Universal was my like go-to thing. I would always go to Universal. I think out of the 21 months there, I went to Universal 320 times or something like that.
Wow.
Just clocking into the parks. I basically know those parks inside and out now. So, which is good.
Yeah.
I had fun there, but social life really wasn't affected very much. I'm a very social person, so for me, it wasn't too bad.
Wow.
Nice.
Okay, so wow.
Yeah, I have a very interesting like way of what I've done for only being 23.
Yes. Well, for sure.
That's what I was thinking. I was like, wow, I thought I rushed my my degree and stuff like that, and like I'm young to have a bachelor's, like, and I did nothing compared to you.
I had my bachelor's at, I wasn't even 21 yet. I still couldn't drink, and I had my bachelor's degree.
Okay, you and I were in the same. You were in the same boat then, because I couldn't drink for my college graduation.
Yeah. Well, I could drink for my college graduation, just not legally.
Okay.
There's a difference. There's a difference
good
here.
Point.
There is a clear difference. I couldn't go to a bar for my college graduation.
There you go.
Yeah, me either. But,
okay, wow.
So it's like, but yeah, so college really didn't ruin social life for me.
Yeah.
I made some friends, made some longtime friends. So that's all that matters in the end.
I was just gonna say that school sounds really cool. What, if you don't mind sharing, what school were you going to?
So I went to Full Sail University down in Winter Park, Florida. So I was just outside of Orlando.
Okay.
And yeah, I could probably, a good thing is I could go back there and audit any of my classes over again, especially like if new camera equipment comes out and anything, I can go back there for free and audit all my classes back for free and learn, which is kind of nice. So if I ever get too far behind in the industry, I can go back and relearn everything again.
Wow. Well, that's pretty cool. Sounds like a really good program.
Yeah, for the most part. It's expensive. Too expensive.
Yeah.
That's like all colleges, though.
That's all. Yeah, that's all college.
Yeah.
But we don't talk about that.
Yeah, we don't talk about the student debt, and we don't talk about that. Yeah.
We don't talk about how they told you that if you don't go to a 4-year degree, you're not going to do anything.
Oh, yeah.
Tell me about it. Preach.
Yeah.
And then they don't tell you about the loans that come afterwards.
Yeah.
Right.
For the rest of your life.
Yeah, pretty much. But so yeah. And while I was in college, I did a lot. I did a lot while I was in college.
How?
I think I worked on I don't even know. I think I worked on a total of like 32 short films while in college. 2 feature films, because one of them was afterwards. 2 feature films. Couple music videos, and then a couple live events.
Holy crap.
Bunch of stuff like that. So I gotta get do a lot while I was down there. So
No.
kind of cool, I guess.
Oh yeah.
People think it's cool.
Did you sleep ever? Like,
Yeah.
at any point? Are you a vampire?
Are you one of those lucky people that sleeps about 4 hours a night and calls it good? Or how much sleep do you normally need
So
to feel
nowadays I usually try to sleep like 8 hours.
Me too.
During college though, I was about 3-4 hours probably.
Okay.
That's me. Hi. I'm always sleep deprived.
And that's the one thing that everyone they're like, how do you function on 4 hours of sleep? And then everyone's like, do you drink a lot of coffee? I'm like, no, I actually hate coffee. I can't drink coffee. I don't like the taste of it. And I don't drink. I mean, I do drink caffeine because I drink soda and everything, but I was just giddy in the morning. Anytime I would wake up, I would always be like hyper for some reason.
Yeah.
So.
Do you think part of that had to do with like your excitement to study and to do the things that you had to do for the day? Like, was that part of the drive, or it was just more like you just felt excited or had energy?
Just had energy.
Okay.
There's sometimes that you get excited.
Yeah.
But it's like it's kind of weird how much energy I actually did have in the morning. I don't even know.
I think you might have been a scary person in college. That's what I'm thinking.
I'm a very liked person, I'd like to say. Like I said, I'm very social. So I would come up to anyone and have a conversation. I can go up to basically everyone and have a conversation and not have to worry about it.
Can't relate to that one.
Yeah. And that's just how I've always been. Very outgoing. I'll go to movies by myself. I'll go eat out at dinner by myself. It's just how I am.
I can eat by myself and go to dinner by myself and stuff like that, but I'm not going to just walk up to some stranger and talk about something. And I'm also like, I'm not energetic in the mornings. Like, I've not a day in my life. So, like, you're like, oh, yeah, I used to wake up after 3 or 4 hours and just be like, ready to go. Scary. It's fucking scary.
Yeah, no, so I think the class I remember the most out of anything was our 3 a.m. editing class. That was the most torturous month, I think, out of all of them. And you would think, hey, look, it's a cat. You would think that editing is like, oh, that's easy, you just sit down. But sitting down is what just kind of kills you, because you're like, I want to get up and move, but I can't, because I had to sit here and watch 102 hours of footage to edit it down to 10 minutes.
Oh.
I can't even edit our VODs. It kills me. So, yeah. Yeah.
Does it get easier the more you do it?
Yeah. Yeah. So, when I edit stuff, usually I have a pretty good system down when I edit stuff. So like when my company, because my production company does weddings, I'll sit down for about I would say probably 2 hours, and I'll come out with a wedding edit instantly by then, and then I'll go back in and fine tune as I watch it. But we will, for the most part, we do everything pretty quickly. Once you learn stuff, I guess. It's just how it is. It's just how it is. It's like anything. Once you learn it, you just get faster and faster.
Well, you honed your talent. It's very modest of you.
Yeah.
But that's good. It gives me hope.
Yeah, so
I no longer have any hope.
I definitely am because I specialized in lighting and editing through college. So that was my classes that my main focus were in. It's kind of like picking your majors and minors, basically.
Right.
So mine, I would sit there and learn how to light a person and all that for different stuff. And I got some interesting stories about lighting stuff. It's crazy.
Do you want to share one with us? I'd be curious to hear that.
Is there such thing as an interesting story about? You know what? Never mind.
So,
you don't need my insult counter.
So, I can tell you like two. I can tell you one really, really bad one, and one really, really good one. We'll do the really, really good one first, because the bad one's kind of like you're gonna be like, what? The good one is, we were lighting the set for a movie, and basically what happened was we had to. We're in sound stages, which are basically just soundproofed warehouses, pretty much is what I compare them to.
Okay.
But we took a space light, which is a giant like spotlight that just goes, and we took it all the way up to the ceiling. So we had to get in like scissor lifts and everything. Took it all the way up to the ceiling, and this room, we took a 12 by 12, which is 12 feet by 12 feet. We took this giant, it's called a diffusion. You guys probably know what a diffusion is. We took that and we bounced that throughout the whole set. And that gives us a complete even lighting on this. And then we'll just use small kicker lights of like 250s, which are just like, they're 250 watts. Sounds like a giant nerd thing, but
Nope.
But we just took a bunch of kickers and we would light all these actors. And basically that was like my best lighting setup I think I've ever done in my career, because using that space light into the diffusion made it so evenly lit that it looked like completely fake. So and that's what you want. You want to get it to completely fake to become real type thing. So
like fake to your eye, but then when the camera sees it, it looks real.
So you want when you look at a lighting, so a basic overhead light will cast shadows from the top down. So like if you look at like a lamp and it's getting lit by a light up above, you'll see the ring of the lamp and everything. Basically with what we did, it didn't cast those shadows because it was so diffused and so big that there was no shadows anywhere. So it made the set look really, really fake, and then you start adding in these kicker lights and it makes it look really, really real. It's really weird.
Okay.
When you said make it look fake to make it look real, I was like, did I have a stroke? Did that sentence make sense?
It makes sense once you hear it, but that's what happens.
Okay.
But that's like the good story.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now the bad story is when you watch someone get electrocuted.
Oh no.
So we play with they're called drop boxes basically, and they come in 5-band wires, so that you got your ground, your neutral, and then your 3 hots.
Okay.
And each one of this one singular box pumps out 100,000 amps, and it only takes 0.7 to kill someone.
Oh wow.
So we're playing with a lot of electricity. It's very dangerous. You don't want to mess with electricity. I tell that to everyone. You don't mess with electricity. Even with your outlets in your house, you don't mess with them. But so we were disconnecting, and basically what you want to do when you disconnect is you build it out, and then when you break it down from where you ended to where you started again. Well, this guy thought it was okay to try to take the 5-band wire out before we disconnected anything.
No.
And he got shocked, collapsed. We had to have paramedics and everything come and all that. He ended up, he was fine at the end of the day, but very scary. We don't mess with anything.
Did his heart go into fibrillation? Do you know?
I don't know, because once it happened, basically us as people, we can't touch them. So everyone knows how electricity works. If you're grounded, you're going to have the electricity is going to go through you. So he was grounded, and basically the rule of thumb is if someone's getting electrocuted, you don't touch the person. You just turn the power off and hope for the best. It sounds bad, but
no,
it's better. It's true. That's how it works.
It is. It's like if you're gonna rescue someone in water, but you don't know how to swim, like you can't jump in the water and save the person. So it's
yeah.
No, I
so we did. So that happened. Kind of scary. Very very surreal moment to know that the amount of lighting I'm playing with can do that to someone. But I mean, I've played with like one of the biggest things had those drop boxes, and we had like 7 of them or something like that. So running wires like that is just crazy.
A lot of electricity.
Yeah, a lot to pump out.
Wow. So the other day you gave us like a brief list, I guess, in our chat of all of the like big companies you've worked with. Do you want to do that again for us real quick?
Yeah, so I've worked with I don't know if you guys know Refinery 29. I worked with IKEA, Universal, WWE, NXT, WrestleMania. What else is there? Chance the Rapper. I think those are just like the ones off the top of my head that people might know.
Wow.
I'm trying to. I surprisingly haven't worked for Disney yet.
I love that. Yet.
But yeah, so those are just a couple to name. And I've done PA work. Oh, Lifetime. That's right.
Oh, nice.
That sounds fun.
Cool.
So
I'm curious if you have any like shows or movies that you've watched that you've said like, oh, they really do. That was really great lighting throughout the movie or show.
No. Yes and no. So I like to try to turn my brain off when I watch movies, because when you work in the film industry, it kind of ruins movies for you.
Okay.
That's what I was going to ask.
So I try to turn my brain off when I watch movies, but some of the movies, like, you can tell that some of the lighting's bad. It's very hard to tell when lighting is good, but easy to tell when lighting is bad. Just because you can see it instantly. Mm-hmm. So
it's a good way to put that.
So when you say see like, oh, the lighting is good, I usually never say that, but I'll usually point out, oh, that is lit completely wrong.
That makes sense.
I'm sure your wife loves watching movies with you.
No, when I watch movies with her, I'm usually the one that has to tell her the shh for a sec, because I'm watching a movie.
Oh, okay.
I don't like people that talk during movies.
I feel another poll coming on, folks. You do have friends that also hate coffee that are with you, unless you voted twice, but I doubt that you could do that, or you did that. So you do have friends.
I never
You're not
voted.
alone.
I didn't even vote.
Oh, well, you have 2 other people.
Yeah, I didn't even vote.
Well, you'll get a chance to. I'll do one about talking during movies.
There you go.
I'm going to cycle us back to Twitch and stuff and gaming. When did you start gaming?
So I started gaming very, very young. Really, really young. started playing like Halo and all that stuff when I was younger. And yeah, so I started really, really young with, I don't even remember, to be honest. Like, I've played so many games now that I can't even tell anymore where I started. The only memories I have is playing Halo 2 on the Xbox and then Gears of War on Xbox 360.
Okay.
Like, that's the only games I can like remember as a child. And I guess Spyro on the PS2. I remember that one.
Those are the good old days.
Yeah, it was because we had one of those PlayStation 2 Slims that was like little tiny ones. We had one of those built into our truck that we did because we used to play hockey and we would travel, so we'd play PlayStation games in the back.
Wow.
It was pretty fun.
Okay, so how did you get into VR gaming?
Yes.
So basically how it started was while I was down in Florida, we went to the Microsoft store. I think we were picking something up, like a controller or something, and they had a VR headset that you could test. And I was like, I've never done VR. I'm gonna try it. And I took my first steps into VR, and it was really, really cool. I thought it was really, really cool. But I never never owned one. And then I got a PlayStation VR. Was my first VR headset I ever owned. And I played that for like a year, and then the following year, I bought myself a gaming PC and what we call an Oculus Quest CV1, which is like the original Oculus Rift, or the Oculus Rift CV1, which is like the original Oculus headset. And from there, I played with that thing for like 2 years, and then I got what I have now, and it's just no turning back now, I guess. I'm too invested now.
Hooked. So what do you have now?
I have a Valve Index now and a Quest 2. The Quest 2 is like right there.
Okay.
Just on its stand, just chilling. My Index controllers are charging and all that stuff. So, because I'm gonna stream probably after this, play some games.
Nice.
Do you want to give our people a quick rundown of what games you play?
Yeah. So my main game that most people know me as is Population 1 right now.
Okay.
But I do play VR Chat, Rec Room, Beat Saber, just a bunch of random games. Poker Stars now. I'm not good at poker. It's my first time playing poker, but I won 40 grand, so
no way.
We call it it's fake money.
I wish it was real.
Virtual.
I wish it was real money, but it's fake money. But I won 40 grand, so I'll take that as a win.
Yeah.
I'll take that as a win. And then trying to think of, I just play a bunch of random games. I have some developers that reach out to me now that want me to play games that they made and all that.
Wow.
So it's kind of crazy.
Do you get to meet a lot of other VR gamers? Like when you're gaming, is there a pretty good like network of it, or is it small?
So the VR community is very niche. Cat. She just keeps wanting to get on the desk. There's just a burger up here. But it's a very niche market, but with the new Quest 2 that Facebook released, it's really grown a lot. And as much as people don't like Facebook or anything, especially since they locked your account to a Facebook account.
What?
Yeah. So with the new Quest, you have to have a Facebook account to play the Quest.
Oh.
And if you get banned on Facebook, you get banned on Quest too. So you lose all your games and everything.
Oh.
So that's the one downside of the Quest, and I understand why people don't like it. I don't really get on I get on Facebook and share memes all day. That's all I do. So my account's pretty good for the most part, I think. Pretty safe. But that's the one bad thing. But they brought out such a good headset for less than $300. Like, you can't complain about this.
Yeah.
So it's worth it.
Yeah. So in the long run, it is definitely worth getting if you don't have a VR headset, if you're new to VR. But there's a lot of great games, and it's standalone. You don't need a computer to play it. You don't need a powerful PC to play it. It's able to play just completely by itself.
Wow.
So this is a real noob question, but the one time that I got to try VR, I felt a little bit of nausea, just, looking down and looking back up. Did you ever experience that, like your first time using it?
So the motion sickness, no.
Okay.
I never got it. I know a lot of people do get it, and what we tell them is, so when you get into VR, it's very new to your eyes. Your brain doesn't know how to process it quite yet. They'll just it'll tell you that you're in this world, but you're still feeling carpet. Like, it's like one of those things. It's weird, and it's kind of it kind of tricks your brain a lot. Especially if you play horror games. Horror games really mess with you a lot.
Okay.
But what we tell everyone is, if you are playing VR and you get motion sick, get out of VR right then and there and come back to it later. Make sure you feel better, come back. As you do that, you'll start building up. So you might be playing for 15 minutes, then 30 minutes, then 45. And sooner or later, you'll be playing for hours on end and not even realize. Okay. One of the people I play with, his name is Nice Michael. He got a Quest, and when he first started, it was he would only be able to play like maybe 15 minutes or so. Okay. I think he said. And then he slowly started gaining his VR legs and all that stuff. And now he sits there and plays with us for 2-3 hours constantly. Nice. And does not stop. So
okay,
it's one of those things that you just got to get used to. It's like if you go to a amusement park and you do one of those 3D simulator rides.
Yep.
Sometimes your body doesn't know how to react to it at first, and then you just got to kind of go with it.
Yeah.
Okay. At least in VR you can pull out of it.
Right. Yeah.
On those you can't. You're on those you are stuck. You better hope for the best.
I love all this. We've got some great interaction here in the chat. And we got a question from Grease Factory 16. Asking him about his all-star game experience.
Oh yeah, so I play. So we have a Population 1 team, which is the VR Battle Royale that we play.
Okay. And
we play on a competitive team for Homeland Esports.
Okay.
And basically, what happened was I am I don't even know, production team. I help with the production of some videos and everything for Homeland, and they decided that they didn't decide. They all went to the All-Star game down in St. Louis. So they all traveled down there for the NHL All-Star game. Well, they needed someone to film some of the stuff happening there, so they invited me out. I was able to film with them, meet a bunch of nice people, cool people. And then we got to go to the All-Star game, and then got to go to the after party for free, basically. So it was really, really cool. Something I never thought I would be able to do. I never thought I would ever get to see an All-Star game.
Wow.
But my best experience from there was seeing Gritty. I don't care. Good old Gritty.
Little would we know who the fuck that is.
He's the mascot for the Philadelphia Flyers.
Oh,
there is no way in hell I would have known that. Not a chance.
Look him up.
Look him up.
Look him
okay,
up.
Gritty for the Philadelphia Flyers.
By the way, hi Grease.
Oh my word!
What the fuck is that?
7 feet tall.
They just call him a furry orange creature. That's all they call him.
Yeah. He's a furry orange creature.
What the fuck is he?
That is amazing.
He's a furry orange creature.
He doesn't talk? Does he just gesture or does he talk? Did he talk?
So if you have YouTube pulled up,
sure, I can get there.
Go to I think it's Gritty FaceTimes people.
Oh, snap.
Oh no.
No.
Peppa Pig.
No. That's not it. I'm trying to think. So there's one part.
Okay.
I can find it.
Okay.
I have it on my Facebook. Oh, here we go.
Grease wants us to ask, you had to be the most excited person from your family to go to the All-Star game, huh?
Yeah, nope. We all know who that was.
Yeah, I was going to say, I'm pretty sure we got to hear a smidge of that story, but most of his
Here you go. I sent it in the call for you.
Oh, sweet. Okay.
Yeah, I won't be able to open that right now, unfortunately.
Oh, okay. It's through Discord. What if I pulled it up on...
You won't be able to.
Yeah, no.
No, but if you want to send it as a link in our chat, go ahead.
Okay, cool.
Oh, okay.
But anyways, yeah, the references we heard from the other person in your family who was very excited to go to the game, most of them were, well, kind of.
Why did he get to go?
Yeah.
Pretty much. So the reason why I was able to go though was because that's what I went to school for. Like I filmed all that.
Yeah.
So like that's just, I guess it's have the right skills at the right moment type thing for that one.
Yeah, right.
That scared me.
What scared you?
Oh, so I have my OBS open.
Yeah.
And I have an alert sound for when people followed me. And it just went off randomly.
No.
And it scared me.
No.
I wasn't prepared for it. Well,
you handled it very well. You seemed very calm.
Thanks, Dennis, for the follow.
Wow.
So yeah, the All-Star game was fun. Probably one of the coolest things I've gotten to do with my personal stuff, but my coolest set had to probably be WrestleMania, just because that one was fun.
WrestleMania does sound like a fun thing to. Well, if you get to watch it after, I guess, because you said.
Oh yeah, we're there to make sure everything still goes smoothly during the show.
Probably be.
But yeah.
Grease said the best story was he sits next to me with a bag, and I was like, "What's in the bag?" And he said, "I bought Nathan a T-shirt." I'm sure that went over exceedingly well.
Yeah. Fun story. I get to the NHL All-Star game. And I do two things. One, I go find my seat, and two, I FaceTime Nathan and ask him if he wants a shirt while staring at the rink. So, I don't know if that's a dick move.
Yeah, I was gonna say, anyone ever tell you you're an asshole? Like,
but I did get him a shirt. He did get a shirt. So who's the nice one out of here? Come on.
You know.
And just for I know, and Grease knows this, I shared my popcorn bucket with our entire row of people.
What?
And we still did not finish that thing. That thing was huge. That is the biggest popcorn bucket I think I've ever had.
How big is...
You know what? I'm going to go grab it.
Yes.
He still has it.
Yes.
Okay.
Dennis. Oh, yes. Okay, good.
Dennis, yes, Nathan is the brother that gave him stitches. He was on our show a couple weeks ago, otherwise known as Chastine. Yeah. Yeah, he, when he brought that up when we were on stream, he was not thrilled about it. I'll put it that way. So, yeah.
What did I do wrong?
I don't know. It didn't take that command for some reason.
101. It's my bad. Let's try that again.
Okay. So.
Right, let's see this.
So. I'm going to just do this for context. This is a normal, large, popcorn bucket, okay?
Okay. Wow. Okay, yeah.
This thing is freaking huge.
That is bigger than your head. That is a pretty big bucket. Okay.
Yes. You can just, and this bucket in here sits 3 inches below the rim of the other bucket. And it's not like they just filled it to the top and smoothed it out. Nah, they mounted that thing.
Yes. I wish they had one of those at the movie
theater. I think there was I think we saw, or we had 15 people in our row or something like that, 16 people, and it took us all of our might to try to finish that bucket of popcorn.
Wow.
We would literally pass it down the row. It was funny.
Wow.
Yes. So. Elemental says, I would have liked one of those when I went to go see Avengers Endgame.
Yeah, pretty much. 3-hour movie.
Yes.
Good movie, though.
Speaking of movies, do tell about your Funko Pop collection, because I really
am
excited about that.
So that's only half of them. I have some more somewhere, but basically I try to collect as much as I can, but I have a bunch of random ones. So I think this is backwards for you guys. So we'll go from curtain across.
Okay.
It's Fortnite, then Star Wars, then Marvel, then a random Batman one, and then a random Niffler one. And then the shelves is the start of the Scooby-Doo gang.
Oh.
But I have all the Scooby-Doo gang and everything.
Wow.
And then my rarest one is my Sharknado pop that I have. And that one's funny. And it's Sharknado.
As a horror film enthusiast, and that being counted as comedy horror, I hate it so much, but I want to see this Funko Pop.
I don't have it. I can. Am I able to
Liquid Fear said the best one is still missing.
Yeah, the best one's still missing.
That would be.
The suspense.
This is close to it, but no. This one's it. This one's close to it, but I have one that's I think $50 more than what this one is.
Oh.
But I don't know. Are you guys gonna be able to see that?
You'd have to throw it in chat.
Dang it. Hang on.
Dennis, you're not allowed to come in here with that kind of terrible opinion. It's not welcome.
Dennis, I'm just still...
No, Dennis. Sharknado wasn't the best movie ever. Sharknado 3 was the best movie ever. Where they filmed at Universal and you watch a shark go up and through the loop of a roller coaster.
What?
That is a thing.
What?
And and if you want to know, he eats the bottom of a WWE wrestler, Chris Jericho.
Oh my God.
Yeah. That's a whole thing. That's a whole thing.
They're awful. Don't watch them.
Guys, if you want a good laugh, go watch them.
Oh
I
God.
promise you. But if you want to know the worst movie ever, Birdemic.
Birdemic?
Oh God, have you guys never seen Birdemic either?
No, is it a good one? It sounds like
my God.
Bird.
Man, you guys are learning
shock and terror. I love it.
Birdemic, shock and terror. I can tell you this: you can watch just the trailer, and you'll know what the movie's about.
I'm guessing it's about a bunch of birds that come in and attack everything.
No, that's not what it is about. But
are you sure?
It has some of the best visual effects there ever been on a movie, though.
I feel like that's a lie. Looking at some of these out of context snapshots from the movie, I feel like that's a lie.
I don't know what you're talking about. Those are like pristine, best ever.
It looks like the worst Photoshop I have ever seen. Like
it's literally if you took a GIF of a bird flapping its wings on a PNG and stuck it over the film. That's what it is.
Oh my God. Okay, yeah, that's.
So, yeah, stuff like that is just it's just jokes in the film industry.
The Minion is the
best
Funko?
one that's missing still.
Yeah, good old King Bob. Pretty sure we got him at Universal, if I'm not mistaken. I don't remember if he was Universal or not.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, he's a good one. That's a good one. One of my favorites.
I was actually just buying a couple, or one. It's two. It's Carl and Ellie from Up, and I was actually just buying that. And the previous year's Carl and Ellie are getting, like there's fake ones coming into the market, and I was really surprised that they're already that fake Funko Pop is a thing. Do you ever have to worry about that?
I don't, because usually when I buy my Funkos, I buy them from like Funko.
Yeah.
So
directly,
or they're at like Universal and that type of stuff.
Gotcha.
So
yeah.
But I would say like if you ever want to look for pop figures, look at Pop in a Box. It's a good site from what I've heard.
Okay.
Or the mall. Yes, Elemental. Or the mall. Go to FYE in our mall and they have like a 10-foot tower of Pop figures.
Nice. I'm looking forward to going back, doing more of that kind of shopping when it's safe with coronavirus. I just love, I don't usually, it's not like that I want to just go buy a bunch of stuff, but it's just like going in and walking around, seeing stuff that I didn't know I needed, you know?
Just didn't know I needed. That's when I went to Chicago at the end of November, right? That's when I went? Or was it the middle of November?
No,
it was the middle of November.
Okay.
Christian took me around the Frozen.
Yeah.
I shouldn't use his mortal name here. It took me around the mall, and I had never been to a mall that big.
You went to the Schaumburg Mall.
Yes, indeed. You would be correct. And I was actually just kind of horrified. I was like, I can't imagine this place filled with fucking people. Like, it was so big. No, absolutely not. You couldn't pay me to go there after COVID kind of shit. Like,
yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
That mall's pretty awesome though. That's a good mall.
Yeah.
Mall America is really fun. I want to go to. I don't know. They just made a mall in. I think New Jersey.
Okay.
That has like a whole amusement park inside of it, and I want to go to it pretty badly.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a big mall.
It's basically Mall of America twin.
Okay.
But this one has like a water park and a theme park inside of it.
Oh my gosh.
So.
Jesus.
I mean.
Yeah, it has like 4 roller coasters or something in it, and
what is the point?
Wow.
Yeah, our mall. Yeah.
Elemental likes going to the Halloween store. Oh, Elemental says, when I went to Chicago, someone was talking about how they were putting 4-story Starbucks in the city.
Yeah, I could believe that.
What?
That sounds about right.
Yeah.
That sounds about right. That sounds like something from Chicago.
And around here, like,
Chicago.
I get excited. We have 1 2-story subway near where we live, and we're like, it's a 2-story subway.
There is that.
We were when down in Orlando. They have like the world's biggest McDonald's there.
Oh.
And it's 3 stories tall.
Wow.
It's crazy. It looks ridiculous. I can tell you that much. But it looks like a tourist attraction.
Can you order on every level, or is it just like one level you can order on?
I think it's probably like you can order breakfast, lunch, and dinner on different levels. I don't know. I never went into it because every time I went there, like it's packed because it's just a tourist attraction at that point.
Yeah. So when I went to New York for the first time, I went with a group of 8th graders, and the favorite place to dine was McDonald's. And so we're down.
I thought you were gonna say like Wendy's.
I know. Well, you'd be close, yeah. So we the one good. I was getting a little tired of it, my day. Fortunately, we could always go to multiple restaurants, within reason. So I didn't have to eat McDonald's with them. But one good thing that came of it is in New York, near the Bowl, near Wall Street, not too far from the Twin Tower, the Memorial Center, there was a McDonald's, and they actually had a live DJ in the McDonald's, and he was just spinning tunes. It was great.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
That is the thing. So when I was in New York, there's some wild things that happen in New York, like some wild things you wouldn't expect to happen, like especially when you go to like Times Square and all that. Just some of the people doing stuff is just like, what, like, I guess you're making money at that point.
I guess you're making money.
I guess, but I mean, that's an odd outfit to wear.
Can you give us an example? Something you remember?
So there's some guy dressed as God, I can't say his name. Borat,
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, and
Borat.
Not dressed as Borat in the suit, but in the banana hammock.
No, of course.
Running around Times Square.
Oh, okay.
And the funniest part about this whole thing, though, is the cops just sit there and laugh. They do not care.
Oh.
They see enough weird shit.
They do not care. They're there for one thing, and that's to make sure everyone's safe. And that guy wasn't doing anything. He was just there taking pictures.
How old of a dude was this? Would you guess?
I don't know, maybe 30s.
Okay.
Yeah, I was gonna say Borat's supposed to be, I don't know, late 40s probably. So
yeah.
Wow. In the
I mean, so that happened in New York. Don't even get me started on Vegas.
Oh, Vegas.
Okay.
Vegas, you'll get girls just walking topless down the street.
That is true. Yes. You should see Vegas during rodeo time.
Oh, I've not seen that, but I've heard about that.
So the National Finals Rodeo happens there every year. Boy, oh boy, do you love to see strippers walking down the street in like 12-inch platform cowboy boots.
Oh.
Shit is crazy, man. It is some of the most entertaining shit I've ever seen.
So when I went to Vegas, I think I was 14.
Oh, no.
Maybe.
Okay.
14. And we were just walking down the street having a good time. And like there would be those guys that would hand out the cars with the naked girls, trying to get them to go to the strip club, and they would just hand them to me, and I'm like, okay, thanks. And then I go, Mom, look what I got.
Yes.
Your poor mother.
And by the end of the time, we were seeing how many we could get.
Nice.
It was a game. It was definitely a game at that point. But
well,
yeah.
The first time I went to Vegas, I was probably 13, and one of those guys, no joke, took one of those cards, hit me on the ass with it, and then went to hand it to my father, who was walking behind me.
What?
Yeah, my dad nearly killed that guy. Yeah,
No.
as a 13-year-old girl in Las Vegas.
With your dad?
Yeah, and he was just right behind me. Like, he wasn't more than, like, 2 feet behind me, you know?
Wow.
Vegas is not the place for children.
No, they got paradise rules there.
Yeah.
they don't have just normal things. They got paradise rules.
Yeah.
You can walk around, drink all on the street. It's all fine.
Yeah, they don't really care.
Did you see any shows while you were there?
So we only saw one. It was the Chris Angel show, and that's because I used to be very big into magic and like doing magic tricks and shit.
Yeah.
I was a little nerd.
Yeah.
Nerdy kid.
He wasn't his
Still.
show in the, I can't remember the name of the
Luxor.
The Luxor?
He's in the pyramid.
Okay.
Pyramid.
Okay. Yep. Yeah, that building is really cool.
That was my favorite building. Just the way it's built.
Yeah.
It's really cool.
Did you have a favorite hotel or building?
Well, I mean, besides the arena, probably MGM, the Grand. It's pretty cool. It's a pretty cool hotel. It's just just the way it's structured, I guess, is pretty cool.
Yeah.
Your wife told us to ask you about chicken nugget.
Oh, God. First off, I gotta say, Drive by Walter, thank you for the bits in my chat. But so during college, I didn't have much time to do pretty much anything, obviously. And one of the only restaurants on campus was McDonald's.
Okay.
And these people did not know how to cook a burger.
Oh, no.
For the life of them. So I would only get chicken nuggets there because that's all I ever wanted. That was the easiest thing for me to eat. I just kind of did it. And yeah. So when she first started talking to me, that's basically all she would see me eat.
Was chicken nuggets.
Did you guys meet at college then? Or did you know each other before?
So we've known each other since we were 12, I think, 12, 13, somewhere in there.
Oh, wow.
Then we talked through high school for a little bit. We went to homecoming senior year together. And then we separated after that till about, I think it was like, I don't know if it was the end of freshman year or beginning of sophomore year. Maybe it was mid-sophomore year, too. No, it was in between freshman and sophomore year. And we did that. That was when I was actually competing in the MLG tournament for Call of Duty. So basically, I would always post my scores on my Snapchat, just kind of like as I would get more kill records that I have and everything. And she responded to me once during one of those, and we just kept talking. And then I came back home, we hung out, and the rest is history.
Wow.
From there. So when anyone says, "Oh, how did you guys meet?" I always tell them Call of Duty.
Yes.
Because it did.
And people are like, "Wait, what?" And I'm like, "Yeah, technically we met through Call of Duty." But yeah, I played Call of Duty professionally for a year.
Wow.
For Black Ops 3. And I still remember the picture because it was like when I went 183 and like 12 or something in a game.
Wow.
Like it was one of my best games ever.
Wow.
I can see why you were playing professionally.
Wow. How long had you been playing Call of Duty when they recruited you? Like what was that like?
How? Wait, sorry. What was it?
Walk me through how did you get recruited to play professionally? It's kind of what I'm curious about.
So basically, there's a tournament that goes, like, I don't know, these things clicked first off. Sorry. God, I'm like a toddler.
I literally was just like, that seemed like an ADD moment. Just, wow.
Basically with it is, you get, it's like signing with anyone. So you get recognized basically by thing, and you get brought in, you try out.
Oh, you
and
try
everything.
out? Okay.
Or you get asked to put on a team. So for me, I didn't try out, but what's it called? I more than less just kind of played, and I got myself out there and just played in what we call GBs, which are game battles, and that really grew my not my stream, but my like career in that. And then they asked me to play. I practiced for about 3 months and then competed at MGM, not MGM, MLG Orlando 2018, wow. 2017. No. Yes, 2017. I think it's 2017. Yeah, 2017. That should be it.
3 years ago.
4 years ago. So 16.
Oh, okay. There we go.
Yeah. So, and that was fun. That one was a great time. And then right after that tournament, I went and worked on my first movie. So it was it was a little bit of a hectic month that month.
I would imagine so.
Wow. What did you do when you said you practiced for 3 months? Was that just like really intense? A lot of hours in the game?
It's like you game a lot. You do game battles. It's like playing on a hockey team. You practice, you run drills, you run plays, you play, you practice, play games against other teams in the league, and just go through it. And I think we placed out of 48 teams, we placed 6 in that tournament. So nice. It wasn't bad.
Yeah.
But it was fun. But after that, I focused more on school and getting that done. And now I'm here. How
has the coronavirus like affected your work in
like film?
Yeah.
Our industry completely shut down. So everything stopped in March, and it's just now starting to like get back up. I've done 1 project since March, and that's it.
Yikes.
1 like actual like movie project.
Well.
So.
Yeah. Has that been stressful?
Not really, because I have another like day job, so it helps out. I mean, so since I don't get to work on films very much or anything, I basically stream and make videos now, and that's what I do now.
So
it's kind of crazy.
Got to become a creator during this time, which is what literally everybody else in the world tried, mostly unsuccessfully, to do during this time.
Yeah, I've been very, very fortunate with my growth on on Twitch and YouTube. Basically, October 21st, I had 149 followers or subscribers on YouTube.
Wow.
And maybe 1,000 channel views, if that. Let me go to my analytics now. In hours watched wasn't that much. But now if I go to my channel analytics and go to last 90 days, we'll do that, because you can see when I started. So I also had like 1,490 followers on Twitch or something like that at the same amount of time. So this is from October 21st. I've gone up 2,182 subscribers, 14,000 hours of watch time.
Wow.
And 151,000 views. And what's it called? And it looks like my video finally hit recommended. Nice.
Ooh.
But in the last 48 hours, I got 6,906 views as of right now.
Wow. That's awesome.
And then my Twitch analytics, I went from an average viewers of like 1.1 to now I average about, if I did a combined total, because we stream on both, basically I would have got a combined total of like 75 average.
Wow.
Awesome.
So both you mean, when you say combined, you mean both Twitch and YouTube?
Yeah.
Nice.
And then channel analytics, I've gone up like 90 subs or something like that.
Wow. Do you I mean, let's just set aside, like, because your personality, your presence is a big part of it. But besides that, do you think it's because of the games you're choosing? Is it because you're doing VR? What else do you think people are really attracted to?
So basically what happened was I was in the right place at the right time.
Okay.
So when I first started, I was making content for Population 1, and the video that really took off was one of my like high kill gameplays of it, and basically that has been the backbone of my VR creation. I basically just took off with that because that game, a lot of people started getting it with the Quest 2 and everything. I gained a lot of traction from that. So I was just in the right place at the right time. Okay. It just happens. So
wow.
I'm very grateful for it.
Yeah.
Very grateful for everyone that follows and everything. So it's one of those things. So
Dennis is asking, how long have you been streaming and what games are being played? And I think you touched on this earlier, but maybe if you wouldn't mind doing a little quick recap for new people coming in.
So I started streaming actually when I was like 15 was when I originally started streaming. And basically I started streaming custom zombies on World at War. That was the first thing that grew my Twitch channel. I didn't do very much content creation back then, like videos and everything. But it's so important to do cross promotion nowadays that it's crazy. But I started then at 16, 15, somewhere in there. I'm 23 now, so about 7, 8 years, somewhere in there. I've been streaming, and I just now hit like my upslope finally. And then as for games I play just a bunch of VR titles now, just constantly VR. I did a 24-hour VR games. Whoa. Just like a bunch of stuff. I'll occasionally do flat screen games, but most of my time I'm in VR.
Okay.
But Population 1 is probably the one I play the most. Most people look forward to me playing that a lot. So.
Okay. How did you feel about Cyberpunk being released? I just wanted to bring it up.
See, like, I know a lot of people were excited for it, but it was just one that I'm not excited for it. I wasn't excited for it. I didn't rush out to go buy it or anything. But I give CD Projekt Red so much props for that game. It is so beautifully created. It looks so good and everything. Like, good for them. It'll probably win Game of the Year this year. But overall, it wasn't just one on my list, I guess. I'm just not into those games. It's the same with The Witcher 3, because it's the same company that made The Witcher 3, and I was just not one of those ones that would play it. I guess I'm just not a story-driven person type thing.
That's fair.
It's just I like just killing people. Just like playing multiplayer games. I think it's because I like the interaction with other players. So like with VR, I can actually sit there and interact and everything. Which I don't know how many people are in like VR and everything. Like, let's do a poll on that. You can do so much in VR now. It's crazy. People have been doing full body tracking now. Like, it's a thing. It's a complete thing.
I'm trying to think of which, I mean, it's very cliche, or not cliche, but which movie I just watched? It was a book they made into a movie, and they have full body VR tracking. I can't.
Ready Player One.
Oh, that's it. Yes. And
yeah, I
mean, that could be.
It is not to that level yet.
Yeah.
But it will someday be very, very. I think give it maybe 5-10 years, and it will be pretty. Not like that, but like we'll have omnidirectional treadmills and everything. Like, we already have something close to it coming out.
Wow.
So, but it's just one of those things. You just gotta do it. VR is expensive. VR is a very expensive hobby. Like, one of the headsets I play on is $1,000. You just don't mess with it. You don't. You gotta make sure that you're wanting to invest in it. It's an investment in the long run. So, but
I mean, that's the same as anything, and any hobby normally gets expensive the more you get into it.
Yeah.
Except for this one's, kind of a lot out of.
It's a little on the pricey side, but like I said, you can get that Quest 2 for less than $300. Like,
just watch what your content you're posting to your Facebook account, and you'll be golden.
Yeah, you'll be fine.
Yeah. That's it.
Yeah, Dennis did want to know what's the best beginner VR set to buy.
Quest 2. As of right now, the Quest 2 is going to be your go-to intro to VR headset. But it's kind of like that Facebook. It really puts off people, the Facebook, and the locking of Facebook.
Okay.
And it kind of puts me off too, because like, what if someday I do get banned? Like, what am I gonna do? I'm gonna lose all these games and everything. But
I don't even.
I don't even have Facebook. Yeah, you have to have Facebook too.
Yeah.
There's no way around it. You have to create an account. And like, people are like, oh, I'm just going to make a second account and everything. Well, if they find out you have 2 accounts, then they'll ban you.
Oh, really?
Banned.
Yeah.
Wow.
They're really strict about it. Mm-hmm. And the thing is it doesn't just like ban your account and like you can make a new account and everything. Nah, it bricks your system completely. It is horrible.
Yeah.
Wow.
That would put me off too. Not gonna lie.
So this chat's talking about is it pronounced Well, how is it pronounced? VIVE?
The Vive?
Oh, the Vive Pro.
Okay. So Vive Pro, and Elemental says not worth it unless you can find it used for a good deal. Now that's an interesting thought, to step into the used market maybe to get started.
So that's the thing. So in the VR, PC VR, so you got standalone VR, you got mobile VR, and you got PC VR. They're all different things. PC VR has or mobile VR has really just gone away. That's like your Google Cardboard, the little things you put your phone in, like those are pretty much non-existent now. And then you got your standalone VR, which is your I would say like your Quest. That's the only standalone headset out right now. And then you got your PC VR, which is your Rift S, your Rift, your Index. You got your Vive Pro, your Vive. You got your Reverb G2, your Windows Mixed Reality. There are so many PC VR headset, but the only ones I say did not go to are your G2 Reverb. Their headset's good, but the controllers and tracking suck in it.
Okay.
Vive, if you can get a good deal on it, then go for it, but otherwise stay away. Rift S is all right, but I think they are also locked behind that Facebook curtain now.
Okay.
Because now if you can't make an Oculus account, you can only make a Facebook account now. And then you got your Index, which is your Steam VR standard made by Valve. And those are your major ones. And I will say the Quest 2 is the best intro. It's definitely the best intro VR headset out there. And the good part of it is you can take it with the link cable and connect it to your computer, and it becomes a PC VR headset too. So it doesn't have to be just your standalone headset. You can make it into a PC headset also, which having that option is very awesome to have. It came in handy when I did my 24-hour stream, basically. And then you can also do the Quest 2 wirelessly through it's called virtual desktop, but it is possible. For some people it's not possible or anything because of internet speed. But so that's possible too. And then your Index I can pull one of the controllers off the charger now. So
that'd be great.
This is one of the Index controllers, basically.
Okay.
In it, so your hand sits in this, and you cinch it so you can't let go of it free will, and you can just kind of like shake it around. But there's I think they're called cap sensors, basically capitative sensors or something like that.
Yeah.
But it tracks when my finger comes close to it, so it'll finger track all my hands and everything.
Oh wow.
On here. And then this is for my gun stock for when I play competitive Onward.
Wow.
So yes, that one, Elemental. What that one says. However you say that word. I can't say it right now.
Elemental gets the point. We'll give him that.
I love it. We started with electricity and electronics, and we're coming back around. So great.
Yeah,
Full
pretty
circle.
much. So, but yeah, no. So VR is definitely in a great state right now. But Facebook is really setting the bar high on these headsets, and it's crazy how, like, as much as you hate Facebook, they have really drove the VR market so high now. Like, if you go into basically any game, especially if it has a Quest 2 standalone port, and ask what headset you are on, it's probably 80% Quest 2 users now.
Wow.
It's insane how many people.
Yeah, I see Dennis just saying I'm not going anywhere near Facebook, so
Yeah, that's it. And I don't blame you. Like I said, I don't really have anything to hide on my Facebook, so I don't really care. So I have one just sitting there. Like I said, that's the Quest 2 right there.
Oh, nice.
So
okay. That's it.
I mean, I can show you how small this thing is. Like, this thing is tiny. Here it is. Like fully shrunk down. This is the whole headset.
Wow.
Like, it is. This runs everything standalone, and then obviously you have my trusty old index one that just has a wire attached to it, like my jerry rig zip tie. I broke one of the clips on the back of it.
Oh man!
So I had to.
So you have how many? Do you just have the 2 headsets?
Yes. So I had 3 before, and now I only have 2. I sold my CV1 Rift that I had, and that was, I think I sold that before I got my index in. So that was a long time ago.
Well, I will say that as a person who doesn't have anything VR, I'm leaning towards the index. So, I mean, yeah. Just because I literally don't have a Facebook. So I'm like, I'm not going to do a whole Facebook thing.
Yeah.
Just, no.
Yeah, it's just kind of one of those things that, you could get the Reverb G2 also. Like, that's a thing. Which is a cheaper headset, but the tracking on it is not the best, and the controllers completely are awful.
Oh, that sounds like a great option. Thank you.
Yeah, the index is definitely the move nowadays.
Problem solved.
Yeah, if you're gonna do PC VR, that is. Index is the move, but if you want to standalone, you only have one option.
Well, good thing I have a PC and I like building PCs.
There you go. It's a good hobby. Expensive hobby, but a good hobby.
A very expensive hobby.
I want to try. I'm trying to get my hands on like a 3080, 3090 at some point.
It's really hard to find those in stock, which I'm kind of surprised about. Honestly,
I'm not surprised at all. This happened with the 2080 launch too. Like,
yeah.
This is just a norm now. Like, I'll just wait until they're back in stock, and it's the same with the PlayStations. So my wife really wanted the Xbox Series X.
Yes.
So I stood outside the mall for 4.5 hours in the cold to get one when they had only 6 in stock.
Wow.
Yeah.
You're a good person.
Yeah, no. And it was funny. I was streaming the night that I was doing it, because I was just talking to my chat. I'm like, you guys know what? I'm going to end stream, I'm going to edit my video, and then I'm going to go check the GameStops and see how many people are camping out. And there's some people that, I went to 2 GameStops. There's one over by one of our local Walmarts, and then there's one in the mall. And I went to the one by the local Walmart, and it basically had a line of 20 people who were there at 5 a.m. on Thanksgiving morning.
Wow.
Like, I was like, what? And they're like, yeah, we wanted the Xbox. And I'm like, oh, okay. So I left there, and I was like, I'm just going to go check the mall one. And I showed up. There's some people standing outside and everything. But I was like, you know what? And they had like a security guard there keeping track of who came here for what.
Oh.
And I was the last one to get in line for the Xbox. I was able to snag the last single one, and if I was 2 minutes later, I would have not got one.
Wow.
So, yeah, it's crazy. But I stood out there, Or well, I didn't stand. I had a chair and everything. I have lawn chairs in the back of my car randomly, but I sat there in the cold for 4 hours and waited till the GameStop opened, and then we all went in and bought our systems. So,
wow.
yeah.
See,
yeah.
Part of the reason I thought like the 30 line and the PS5 and the Xbox would all, stay in stock was because of, the pandemic that's happening. I just thought a little bit that would affect all of these launches pretty much. It fucking didn't in the slightest, other than their ability to manufacture the products to get them out for launch. Like,
well, here the thing is people got unemployment and all that stuff. So some people had like just money sitting around.
just money.
And just nothing to do with it. So yeah. Like what do we do in that situation? And I know there's some people that got like a stimulus check that didn't need a stimulus check.
Sure.
Well, there's your 3080 right there.
That's true.
There's your 3080. If you played your cards right, you got a 3080. Or a new Xbox or a new PlayStation.
Right?
Or both.
Or all three, from who knows.
Yeah.
Like scalpers love to just screw us.
Oh boy.
That's kind of a good point, yeah.
I'm curious to see, like, when we started, we somehow were able to get our mics.
That was the only thing we were able to get, though.
And then they went out of stock.
Yeah.
So I was really glad we were able to get microphones. We weren't able to get a webcam, not a web, but like a streaming camera.
Yeah.
Or a capture card.
Or a capture card.
Maybe we could have gotten the capture. We just were. It was more money than we were wanting to invest
early.
Yeah, but I'm looking on Amazon right now, and I see a couple different options that are back in stock. So that's good.
The need has gone down slightly, but
For what?
Like streaming equipment.
Oh, okay. I was about to say, is there a 3080 on stock? Because I need to buy that up right now.
While I have the chance.
We're pausing the stream right now to buy.
You're gonna watch a man lose his money, but he's gonna be happy.
I don't even know how to search for that.
Yeah, how do I put this? I built an entire new PC for us to start streaming. And I was trying to build it in April, and it didn't get built until May, maybe even June at that point, because there was just nothing in the stock, and now we're back to doing that. We went through the full cycle of manufacturers being able to get back in, and now there's nothing.
Yeah, no, so my wife and I tried to get a PlayStation and an Xbox from Walmart. And when I tell you that this site crashed in 0.2 seconds, this site crashed in 0.2 seconds. And my favorite joke that I ever saw on Twitter was that PlayStation posted a tweet asking people how they felt about the new their new PlayStation 5s. And some guy, this kills me every single time, and I don't know why, goes, I don't know. You guys only made 48 for the whole world, so we don't know. I'm like, oh my god, that just sounds so true. Because when they restocked in like my town, they only gave 2 PlayStations to each GameStop. That's it.
Wow.
Like you would think, oh, maybe you'd get like 4 or 5. Nah, you get 2. Good luck.
5 to 10 even? Like, you would have thought. Wow. Okay.
Wow.
Yeah.
Dennis was trying to get the 3060, sold out in 45 seconds.
Yeah.
Yep. The 3080s went like hotcakes. In LA, they had a line that was like 2.2 miles long for the 3090 launch or 3080 launch.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
I did see that.
Yeah.
Video was pretty happy about that.
Yeah.
Not gonna lie.
Did they have enough product for all those people?
No, absolutely.
Okay.
No, no.
I was gonna like, how would you even?
They probably had like 100 in stock. Like,
what kind of warehouse would you have to hold? I mean, I know graphics cards aren't huge physically, but still, what kind of space would you have to have?
That's a lot of people.
That's a lot of people.
It's a lot of people, and I don't know why somebody continued to let them stand there, but they did to let them.
Well, they social distance.
Yeah, but I mean, like, they're not gonna get one. Send their asses home.
So there's this thing like 39 or not so here's an example. When I went to the launch not the launch, but to get the Xbox the other week, there was 2 people already in line and then 2 people behind them, but they were all 4 going for the 2 PlayStations. Cool. And basically it was let's see who can win, who can stay here longer, and they both did not budge, and the people behind them finally gave up at that point. So
yeah, well, there's that, I guess. And then there's also the people who go there to buy it because they got there early, and then they sell it for a jacked up price to someone in the back of the line who desperately really wants it or needs it or whatever.
Oh, that's what I told my wife. I'm like, I'm just gonna take this outside and sell it for $1,000. Yeah. Then we'll just worry about it again next time.
Right.
Yeah, Dennis said something pretty similar. I think Sony did this shortage on purpose to make everyone want it because they can't get it. My idiot friend bought one for up to $950. That happened with the Nintendo Switches this year. I mean, it's happened with literally everything. So
yeah, it's one of those like I can wait.
Yeah.
I don't need to. I can just wait.
Who needs one that badly? That's always my question. Is I'm like, why did you spend $1,000 when it's regularly $300, $400, $500? Where's your brain? I'm an accountant. Make that make sense. Make the math make sense.
Yeah. So it's like I don't need one that bad. I would like to get a 3080 or 3090 basically just to kind of help with my editing and everything, rendering times and everything. That's the only downside but I do have a good graphics card right now, so I'm not too worried.
Well, I mean, yeah, that's the thing is if you can wait for the restock.
Yeah, I can wait for I have a 2080, so I still have a somewhat new card. I think it's like 2 years old now.
Yeah.
It'll be obsolete next year, basically.
Wow. Yeah.
But they're still
usually graphics cards go out bad in 3 years. That's the rough how long. Besides the 1080 Ti, that one's still kicking.
Yeah. Wow. That's the 5-year estimate that they gave us was actually correct.
Yeah, that was that one's still going, and it's still a great card. Wow. If you can find those for cheap, buy them up, because I feel like the resale value on those are pretty well equipped right now.
I've built 4 PCs with them.
Why aren't you building my PC?
I will. I'm happy to build you a PC. I'm happy to build anyone a PC. Honestly, I love doing it. It's fun for me, and everyone's like, "What the fuck?" And I'm like, "No, it's great. Like putting it together is like therapeutic," and people don't get it.
Yeah.
It's
I need the money. I need the money to buy a PC first.
There you go. Yes.
You hand me money, yes. I'll design you something specifically for whatever you need and put it together and ship it.
So what I want to do is I want to get my case and everything, and then I want to engrave my new logo in the case.
Oh.
That's what I want to do, but I was thinking about doing like an emboss on like one of the metal sides instead of like etched glass.
Well, I mean,
and then having like where the eyes of the Cloud monster have those actually glow the colors and everything. Like was thinking stuff like that to do. I wish neon signs weren't that much, because I wanted to put a neon sign above my desk of my logo.
That sounds really cool, actually.
Yeah.
Because you could do a lot of things with RGB, and with some of the new, like some of the cases that have like your window pane, as we'll call it in this case, is actually a screen or a monitor.
Yeah, the Snowblind case by NXT or
yes.
NZXT. I don't know. Is it NZXT or is it? No, it's iBuyPower, right? It's iBuyPower case, I think.
iBuyPower makes that one, I think. Yeah, I think you're right. But
the Snowblind case is awesome. I want that to be one of my cases in the future.
I mean, and there are more people trying to do that too, so there are so many cool things that you can do with stuff like that. Yeah. It's gonna make PC building very interesting and very personalized. So that's really cool too.
Yeah. So it's pretty interesting. But after that, I mean, like my computer right now is just running. It's running fine. Really needs cleaned very badly, but it was running fine. It gets everything that I need done. I don't have to worry about anything. Unless you're trying to play Medal of Honor, then you have to worry about something.
Okay.
So.
Do you have any?
Well, yeah, I mean, so I don't want. You said you were gonna your stream later, so I don't want to like cut into your stream time. But I have a couple more topics, but before. So maybe you can let us know how much time, if you've got a little bit more time. But I do.
Whenever this is over, I'll stream after that. Like
okay.
It's not like this is like I'm gonna cut you off at 2, and it's like I'm gonna have my agent come in and yell at you for going over the time. No, just after this, I'm gonna just be playing some games. I might play some Pop 1 or something. I don't know yet.
Okay, cool. Well, I guess since we've kind of touched on this, earlier you said you are a social person, and then you said you did like that about VR. How has that? I feel like during pandemic, like this social aspect of gaming or anything really is really critical. How is it?
Yeah.
How do you find that you interact with people? Like, is it interacting with people in your chat, in the comments on YouTube, your YouTube videos? Is it in game? Like, where do you feel that interaction?
So, it's both in my YouTube comments, in my chat. I love talking to people. I try to catch as many comments as possible. Sometimes the chat's going by too fast, and I just can't keep up.
Mm-hmm.
And I've had people get mad about it, like that I miss their comments, but it's just the way it is. Like, I can't control the YouTube comments or how fast the chat rolls. I could put it in slow mode, but like then it looks like it's just it's not that like fun for people.
Yeah.
But when it comes to like in-game chatting, like talking to people in game, being able to see like their arm movements and sometimes even their mouth movements, like it makes you like feel like you're there, and it's crazy. Like it's kind of cool because you get a physical presence in your mind, but you can also see and hear them. So it's basically how it works.
Mm-hmm.
So
I think that's actually kind of encouraging, because I feel like in my mind, I feel like there's a stereotype that gaming is isolating or kind of cuts you off from...
You're a person with no life and no social life.
Probably.
There's the stigma.
Yeah. And so I think that VR sounds like it's actually breaking that barrier a little bit more and making it more connected.
So you got like... So flat screen games, you could just mute your mic and kind of go on your merry way. No one knows who you are or what your personality is like or anything, how your hand gestures are. But like you can play VR and you can still mute your mic and just do nothing. But like you can, based on people's avatar, what they pick, you can tell what kind of person they are, how they present themselves with their hands, their motions. Like there is literally a story of some people saving this guy's life who was having a seizure in VR, and they called the 911 on like someone. I think someone like got his IP address or something, because I don't know how they found out, but I'm gonna guess they probably got his IP address or something.
Yeah.
And they called 911 and saved this guy's life from having a I don't know, I think it was a seizure or a heart attack or something.
Wow.
Yeah. So it was VR's you learn a lot about people in VR.
Yeah.
You're very it's very sociable, but you're also able to kind of hide yourself still. Because you can just hide behind basically anything in VR. So there's that.
Okay.
But yeah, it's definitely a helping with gaming being the stigma that you're just some lonely guy in his mom's basement.
That's right.
So
well, will you tell us about the white streak in your hair thing since you were 14?
Yeah, that's an interesting story. So, to put it bluntly, the streak came from stress.
Okay.
To put it in a long time, the stress come from... Here's a story. Let me put...
Yes.
How do I say this
the
without
backstory.
it sounding... So, I had a girlfriend at the time, and we were walking back from his house, or not his house, her house, and we were walking back from her house, and my house used to back up to a church, so we would always walk through the church parking lot and everything, and down through the woods and everything. But anyways, we were walking past the church and everything. It was me, my friend, and my younger brother, and 4 guys came out in clown mask and jumped us.
What?
Held us at gunpoint, and then shot my friend in the head.
Oh my god.
And basically my younger brother got away, got to my mom, called the police. I was still there with everything, but I helped take care of my friend and everything. And we kind of so we had that, and then that happened freshman year. And basically what happened was we did that kind of when we didn't go back to school, I'll tell you that much. We didn't go back to school for like a week. After that week, we went back to school. They never arrested the guy, people that did it. And it was actually we knew the people because they were in our grade, and it was like a gang initiation. Well, they tried to put me in a classroom with the same guy that did it. And I told the teacher, I'm leaving. I'm going to the principal's office. I'm not going to be in the classroom. And she freaked out on me, and I just left. Then one of my other teachers failed me that year, so I got held back. And yeah, that all happened together. We had to do a bunch of talk to a bunch of people and everything about that stuff. And yeah, we ended up finding them. They only got, I think only one of them got arrested. Yeah, I think it was only one of them got arrested, and he was only went to juvie for 10 months.
Wow.
Or something like that. Wow. And he was let go after that. So honestly, after that, our whole justice system is crooked to me. But yeah, that's a whole thing. Yeah, so that's where the white streak came from.
Yeah.
So if you look where the white streak is, it's actually where your stress receptors are in your brain. and it basically just killed the pigment in my pores where the hair grows there. So like I could literally cut all my hair off and it will still grow white there. Like it doesn't matter anymore.
Wow.
And I used to get bullied about like having the white streak in my hair all through college. We got bullied for calling the cops on these guys, which never made sense to me.
No.
But we did.
Fired you.
And yeah, so that happened. That was a thing. Yeah.
There's
so high school
much trauma around this.
And your friend, I don't want to be insensitive.
He's
but
fine. He's fine.
The was shot in the head. He survived.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Yeah, he's good.
Wow.
We're all fine. We're all living. We're all kicking. We're all having a good time. Obviously, he's scared of clowns now.
Yeah.
Don't blame him. Don't blame him.
Wow.
I'm not actually. I think out of everyone, I'm the least scarred by it.
Mm-hmm.
Honestly, and I don't know why. I think I just took it very well. But yeah. Oh, that's an interesting story. That's like a movie right there.
Yeah, that's kind of what I was thinking.
So that's like that all happened, and it's a thing. So
it's a thing.
I appreciate you sharing that though, because I know just a little that we talk with our chat, and I'm sure you find this too. There are some incredible stories out there, and also some people that are dealing with deep pain, and they don't, they may not be able. They may be experiencing being bullied from the people, like you. You were bullied for calling the police. Like, so I'm really glad you shared that, because that's not what we want to think about society. We want to think that all the bad guys go to prison and the good guys live amazing lives with no PTSD, and that's an alternate
trauma.
That's an alternate reality.
I got that, and then I don't even know. Like, there is just so much that happened with that whole thing.
Yeah.
That it's just crazy. Like, so like if the way the gun is like, so how do I do this? If this light right here was his, we'll say the front of his light was his like forehead, because that's where it was.
Okay.
If the gun was like this, like just a little bit more slightly in, it would have punctured his skull and went into his brain. But it was like this when they shot, and it basically got lodged between his skin and his skull. So they just had to surgically remove it after that. But
wow.
Oh my goodness.
That is so lucky.
Dennis, thank you so much for being here. I really appreciate your questions and just your chatting about the VR. That's been really great. So I hope you have a really good early work day tomorrow. We appreciate you being here.
Take care.
Wow. Just that, like, probably we're talking millimeters of difference between life and...
It's funny. So he was actually wearing one of my shirts. Don't remember why he was wearing one of my shirts, but like obviously there's blood all over it, and he still has that shirt. Has not washed it to this day. It's disgusting, but he hasn't washed it. But
what a weird memento.
I know, right?
For this traumatic event.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's weird, and then obviously, and then we have like I don't even know. Like, I had all my medical problems that happened. Like, there's a bunch of stuff that I've gone through in life. Now it's crazy. Like I said, I've been through a lot for being 23.
So. None of any of those medical problems have to do with playing hockey?
Actually, no.
What?
Besides when Nathan gave me stitches, like obviously. But like when I say medical problems, like I went like from it was 2 years ago, so from 2017 to 2018, I went from I had like really, really bad side pain the whole time. And they always thought, oh, you has maybe acute appendicitis or something.
Mm-hmm.
And they could never figure it out because I never came back with appendicitis or anything. And it turns out that my pain came from a failing gallbladder. And they had to remove my gallbladder when I was 21 or 22. 21. I would have been 21 because it would have been 2 years ago. And like your gallbladder is supposed to be like a robin egg blue type color. Mine was ghostly white and gray and only working at 22% or something like that.
Huh.
So they took mine out. So I had that surgery when I was 22, but I went through like I don't know, 9 different tests that I had to do, CT scans, everything, that type of stuff. Wow. So that was my medical year.
Medical year.
My medical year. So, and then like then I always told my mom that I'd get her on a red carpet, and I got her on a red carpet already.
What?
Just a bunch of stuff, like just stuff like that I've done and wanted to do, get ready. So.
Aw. I just have mad respect for your parents, right? Just chatting with you and your brother, like, wow. I
have a crazy amount of respect for your mother, especially with the 3 boys thing.
Yeah.
Shout out to them. Oh, thanks for the hydrate.
Thank you, Drew Bear.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with like I said, my family's we've always done stuff. We've always looked after one another. We never judge one another, unless it's out of fun, obviously. But nothing horrible that we got to worry about.
Well, at least you have a solid family foundation.
Yeah, and then I got to bring my wife into it now.
That's awesome.
Welcome to the crazy family.
Could be worse. Could be worse.
That is true. So, but yeah, so I am just kind of I've been, like I said, I've been through a lot.
Do you have any word of wisdom for somebody who's going through, a medical battle or something traumatic? Anything that you found helpful to keep you going and moving forward?
It's more about the people you surround yourself with.
Mm-hmm.
So, when I went through all my medical stuff and everything, the people that I was around really helped me push through stuff. So they would help me when I'm in pain or stuff like that. Like, it's one of those things that it will always be better at the end of the tunnel. So don't give up. It's just how everyone has their lows in life. And like, sometimes I know I'll have one coming up soon when I have to do student loan stuff again. But we get through it. Everyone's human. We all get through it. It's just we want to see who's there on the other side. And you'll find out. That's the other thing. You'll find out who's on your side, especially when these type of things happened. So
that might be an understatement, but
yeah. Like you'll really, really know who's on your side when people are there for your lowest, they'll be there for your highs also. But if they're there for your highs and not your lows, they're not your real friends. That's how it is.
Mm-hmm. That's true.
Mm-hmm.
And it really does suck to say that. It does. Like,
it does.
It does, because I know there's some people that weren't, like my friends from college. They obviously weren't here when I went through all my medical stuff because they were out in LA. I was in Illinois. But they're still some of my my good friends. Like, I know they're good friends. Like, And sometimes they won't always be there. And then you'll also have those friends that you'll go 6-7 months without talking, but you still know they'll be there when they need you.
That is true. Also.
So it's crazy. It's crazy. Life's crazy now, especially nowadays. It's really crazy nowadays.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
But no, that's good. That's good. A word of advice and wisdom. Thanks for sharing that. Yep.
Yeah, and I don't know. I'm more about being like, I try to be nice to everyone as much as I can. Like some people are just not having it, and you just kind of be like, okay, and you just blow them off. But I try to like talk to everyone. I like seeing people out of their shell, as much as possible.
Social creatures. I'll never understand it.
So I know, right? Hey, you're the one that started talking to me.
That's true. I did branch this connection here, and with your brother.
Yeah. Good job, Ellie.
And with Frozen. God damn it.
So you gotta think, I was not the one that started this. So
I'm not the social creature. I will tell you that for certain.
I'm definitely the social person of most of my people that I hang around. Like, I know a lot of the people I hang around won't even go ask people in the store for help.
Oh, sure. Yeah.
Hey.
Yeah.
Hello.
And then I'm that person that will go, hey, where's this? Where's this? Where's that? Where's this? And that. And thank you.
And how was your day, by the way? Like, yeah.
Yeah, and then I was go say, have a good day.
Yep.
So.
Yep.
Absolutely not. I'd rather wander around a store for an hour than ask somebody for.
Yeah, I'm not one that I like to get in and get out.
Mm-hmm.
If I am going somewhere, I get in and I get out. I will not sit there and walk up and down every single aisle trying to find something.
1,000% willing.
That's why I like the Walmart app, because it tells you where everything is.
Oh, good to know.
I didn't know that.
Try that. I do
Thank
that.
you.
I do that at Home Depot, but okay, Walmart. Good.
I didn't know that about Home Depot either. You guys are saving this introvert's fucking life right now. Holy crap.
Yeah, Walmart and...
Yeah,
you could just order for store pickup.
Yeah,
that is true.
That's more accurate.
That's also, yes. I do like that option.
I've been doing that since before coronavirus.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah.
Well, is there anything that we didn't talk about that you want to share with us, or that we would like to just promote? Do you have any upcoming streams that you're doing, or anything you want to say?
So we only have, just besides my normal stream schedule, we have like one giant video coming out.
Okay.
Probably towards the end of this year, beginning of this year.
Okay.
That when I say this is a big video, it's like 3 months in the making of us planning and getting everything ready.
Wow.
And just everything. It's kind of like we're just getting ready for this stuff, and it's coming up fast. But it'll probably be one of my biggest videos. Oh, look, it's our other cat.
Oh,
there's another one.
How precious.
Come on. There you go. Good girl.
Everyone wants on the desk.
Yeah. So we have that video coming out. I want to say around like New Year's time, roughly. But it's a big video. Like, I think we're spending like, we have to buy plane tickets. We have to buy like equipment, just all this stuff to get this video out. It's big.
Oh.
But it'll be fun. It'll be an interesting one. Let's just say I'm going to be really, really tired after the end of it.
Okay. And are you doing all the editing too?
Yeah. So for all videos, I do all the editing and shooting and everything.
Nice.
For this video, we're going to have, I think, a crew. We're going to have a little bit of a crew. So.
Ooh, exciting!
I think we'll have about a 7-person crew or something like that.
All right.
Helping out with the video stuff.
Wow.
So.
Okay, so you guys can look forward to that on his YouTube, which we linked earlier in the chat. So yeah.
Dude, can you tell us what your normal stream schedule is for any of our viewers that don't already know?
So yeah, my stream schedule has switched so much. So I used to stream every single day besides Sundays from like 6 p.m. to 10 p.m. CST. Now I switched to Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday, 6 p.m. to 10 p.m.
Okay.
And then I might stream occasionally on off days if I feel like it.
Yeah.
But most of my off days, so Monday, Wednesday, Friday, are my upload days. Is when I upload my YouTube videos, and then Sundays are my off days that I spend with the wife.
Good for you. Work-life balance.
Good schedule.
Yep.
Good schedule.
So I usually try to get as many videos as I can prepared for the week during the weekends, especially since I have time off. So.
Okay. Awesome. So they can find you live Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Saturdays from 6 to 10, and that's Central Standard.
Yep.
Okay.
Central Standard Time.
Okay.
Well, we're gonna do a little outro and explain some of our upcoming stuff, and we.
That's right, Christian.
He finally hated on you instead of me. Oh my god, I'm so happy. Anyways, we're gonna do a little outro, and then we'll talk with you in Discord after.
All right.
So thank you so much for coming on.
Yes, this has been so neat. Thank you for just being so open and sharing about, not just about VR, but about your personal life, and big shout out to your wife.
Yeah.
And yeah, this has just been a blast.
Yeah, thank you guys.
All right. Hope to talk to you soon.
Yep.
Okay, guys. So, busy schedule coming up here. We have... Let's see. Next Tuesday, we think we're playing some Among Us. We're not entirely sure. If we don't, then we're just chilling. Next Friday is another evening stream, and it's Twitch Sings. You guys fucking asked for it, and now you're getting it. So, we're gonna have a set list, and then we're also gonna have, you guys can pay in bits or in subs or in donos, and we will do other songs also. I hate this idea. I hate it so much, but we're doing it anyways. So yeah, next Friday, Twitch Sings. The Tuesday after this next one, the 22nd, we're gonna have the Locker Room stream in the evening. So we're gonna have Chas, The Kled, Frozen, and it's gonna be super inappropriate. So show up for that. What's after that? That's the next one is the 29th, right? That's after Christmas. And I will not be here, so you're gonna look at Hillary and Lauren Ann for that one. I also won't be here for the first, so whatever she decides to do on that one.
TBD. I will let you know soon.
Frozen, you literally told me the 22nd. I will fucking kill you. I swear to God, dude. If not, yeah. Have you met me? It's all aggressive.
I love it.
Real quick, let's go through some of the follows we got tonight. So thank you very much to, let's see here. I can't even read.
Vape Life Yo.
Vape Life Yo, Thought Police, Dalen, VR Central, Elemental Torturer.
Good. Yes, thank you guys. It means a lot.
Yes, we appreciate you guys coming out and hanging out for that interview, and again, more fun shit coming up here soon. Frozen, unfortunately, you do know me and you have met me, so weird, right? Weird life. Let's find somebody to raid here.
Kate. Let me know if you want to scroll up or down.
Yeah, will you click show more and if there's anybody. Okay, will you go back up? wow, there's very few people on for us, which is weird. What's today? Friday? Why isn't...
Oh, no, that's us. Never mind.
Well, the CLED is going to be live, but I don't think that's yet. So, you know what? Let's go with Ennis63. You guys want to watch some hockey?
Okay. I'll make sure he's not just ending.
He doesn't ever end, I swear to God. I swear to God. He's always on at like 3 a.m. He's very nice. You guys will enjoy him, I'm sure. So, yeah. We hope everyone has a great weekend. Yes. Oh, God. Is he playing Fortnite? Oh, maybe I don't want to do this. I have so much regret in my heart right now. God damn it. Okay.
We can see Ennis for a while, and then if you need a break, then you can jump over and watch our guy, the CLED.
You can. Yes.
So we'll send you to Ennis.
Okay.
He's a good dude.
Good luck, everybody.
All right.
Have a great night.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, Liquid Fear, for the follow. Good talking with you. Oh boy. I hope you guys don't hate me for the Fortnite thing. I hate me.
That's right.
Bam Bam.
That's right. Some epic builds.
God damn it. No.
Thanks for being here, Bam Bam. You were here at the beginning and the end. Wow.